y'all know what it is. The entire Sonic timeline.
Would be remiss in
Psych.
CJ the champ. Shredder, a generational hater.
Hater of all haters, man.
So we had 2 Shredders already. Was it 2 or was it 3?
It was 2.
Two?
It was Tengu and it was the other one.
Sherelle.
Yeah, Sherelle. Sherelle just sound like a hater, a female hater though.
So this Shredder, this is the future series Shredders. I really know nothing about none of those other ones.
I can't wait.
So what, 2012 stuff? Or what, 2016 show or some shit? I don't know.
It might be. Listen, I'm just into it. What's gonna happen?
Let's get it.
Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk,
Of course.
the way that you talk.
Play.
For her punishment, you think he would just ground her or spank her or something? No. He decided to hang her over a giant pit of mutagen.
That's 2003, right?
Bro, I've
Hell
seen
no.
enough. Congratulations,
That's that later,
you
yeah.
four
later shit.
And you too, you deadbeat trifling ass son of a bitch.
Hey, leave him out of here. He didn't know his son.
Holy God. Oh, even Tiger Claw was like, man, hanging your own kid is crazy, not gonna lie.
Quiet, she will be perfectly
20, no, 12. I'm fault.
Where's
That's
my
it.
precious honey bun?
Here we go. It's cool, brother.
Alrighty, ladies
Listen,
and
man.
gentlemen, it
Art
is
takes time,
for
brother.
The final trial of the Shredder, and the last challenger has approached to be judged for that superb round table status. And my God, it is time for one of the greatest haters of all time. And I mean this with no exaggeration. Top 5. Damn near gold status. If it wasn't for this, it is none other.
Yeah,
than
I don't think nobody's much of a hater than him.
Shredder.
Him and Dio are
How this goes down.
the haters of all haters.
Is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, it is time for the finale of
How dark can a 2012 children's show be?
Exhibit A. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A, the genesis of hatred. Now, as we know with these trials, we have dealt with some crazy cases, from the mass murdering alien to the demon that rose from hell. But now we are finally dealing with the human. But that doesn't exempt him from doing some crazy ass shit. Because this Shredder is known for being the hating ass nigga. Now, to understand
Always throw them
why
haters.
this man is the way he is, it only feels right to start back all the way at the beginning. So many
40
years
years.
ago, the Foot Clan got completely washed by the Hamato clan, and their leader, Oroku Kaiji, was killed. So the
Dang.
only person who was left alive was a baby whose name was none other than Oroku Saki. So the leader of
I
the
think
Hamato
almost
clan
40 years
decided
ago was when
to
Turtles
adopt
started.
and raised him with his other son, Hamato Yoshi, aka Master Splinter. So these boys grew up as the best
Yay!
of friends, brothers. They even served in the damn war together. Look at these boys posted up in Nam. I know nobody was fucking with this squad. And these boys was tight, brothers for life, ride or die.
Look
But
how you show that one.
something happened that completely destroyed their relationship, and it was none other than a female.
Oh,
Of course.
Oh yeah, these boys did not follow bro code. This is a bad shorty named Tang Shin came in their life, and these
Alright,
niggas
so at least gonna keep the same storyline.
and competing for her ass every day. Shredder stayed talking shit, saying, "You think Tang Shin want your sorry ass? Nah, she need a real nigga like me." All that shit you be talking and you won't even lay the pipe on the bitch. Over time, their relationship just got worse. So at first, Tang Shin dated Saki, but she broke up with that nigga and left him for Yoshi. So Yoshi,
Damn, bro.
opened them
Yeah, that's
cheeks,
breaking
and
bro
they ended
code.
up having
Bro
a
get the
baby
girl,
and
you leave her
got
alone.
married. So Saki let jealousy get the best of him. He could not take this L. He hated
I didn't know they used
the
the
Yoshi.
original
Couldn't even
storyline
stand
for
being in the same
Sometimes
room
cartoons just do whatever the hell they want to.
Every single chance they got, they started fighting each other. Sparring sessions turned into full-blown scrap fest. Even their dad was fed up. He was like,
So now y'all see a difference from that
with you niggas?
other
All of
video we
this
watched
fighting
that
going on.
tried to do the same format
Guess what?
Yes.
Their dad's legs
and was
Exactly.
just
You-
boring
you
as
can
hell.
just-
Like,
You can just see the difference.
Yeah.
Shredder started dirty macking.
I won't call him out, but-
Tang Shin and
Yeah,
told her,
you can
Stop.
see the. So stop.
I know you with that bum ass nigga Yoshi, but hear me out, baby. I want you back, and I don't want to be no side nigga. I want to be your main nigga. And Tang Shin is not
wanna
innocent
be your
in this
man.
situation. She was entertaining this nigga over here smiling and shit.
Yeah, you entertaining, girl.
You're married. You have another man's kid in your hands right
Yeah,
now.
is it?
Doing? And guess what? Yoshi
He saw it.
He was watching this, bro.
this whole thing, and he was just disgusted. So on one very fateful night, Saki figured out the truth about his entire backstory, how his adopted dad killed his actual dad and destroyed his whole clan. So he plotted to destroy the entire Hamato clan. So later that night, he approached Yoshi and Tang Shin. So he asked Tang Shin, he says, Shin, I'll ask your fine ass one last time. Be with a real nigga. But Tang Shin told him, no. Side nigga applications are closed. So these boys were about to fight to the death.
You were stuck inside, nigga.
Absolutely ridiculous. So they start fighting to the death and destroying the whole damn house while doing it. And while they was fighting, Yoshi started talking to him and saying, you're doing all this bullshit for some ass, nigga? Quit your yapping. You know damn well that you can handle all that ass. So the fight started.
What Samuel Jackson say? You stole it from me first.
And the whole fight, Saki was just applying pressure while Yoshi was on the back foot. Look at this. Bro tripped him and just tried to repeatedly stab this man's guts out. He was not playing about murdering his brother. So while the fight continued, an absolute tragedy was about to happen.
She about to get
Saki
stabbed.
ended up disarming Yoshi and was about to kill him. But Tang Shin comes in and tries to stop him, and she gets cut down by Saki, dying instantly. So Saki tried to run to her, but debris ended up falling on him and burning his face. He got turned into Darth Vader without the mask, and this was just awful. First of all, we got arson for burning down the house. You murdered the only girl that you love while trying to kill your brother, and they don't say this, but it's implied that their dad, Hamato Yuta, died in that house fire. So you also killed your
that all screen.
This could get any more f***ed up. Oh boy. Let me tell you, after he leaves the burning house, screaming in agony, he ends up finding their baby. And him thinking Yoshi is dead as well, he says, if I can't have Tang Shin, then I'll take your daughter, nigga.
Was that Karai?
So he kidnaps his daughter and raises her as his own to be a foot assassin. And his daughter was none other than Karai. Yeah. And he kept on telling her every day,
you know the man who ruined our family, daughter? It was that vile man, Hamato Yoshi. He killed your mother.
That's crazy.
He gaslights her every day that Splinter killed her mom. And he has trained her to hate him. And she be looking at this picture of her mama every day. And she be thinking, when I get my hands on that rat ass nigga, I'ma kill his ass. I thought they were going
comic-wise. I don't think Karai was Splinter's daughter in the comics.
It probably
the original comics. It probably became.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Probably one of the shits, right?
Every company that writes the comics is a different fucking story.
So that was A. It would be.
Y'all already, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit B, Generational Hatred. Yep, we haven't heard this term in a very long time. Not since that zesty ass hating ass, but it's only fair to bring it back with this Play-Doh-faced bastard right here. So now we're fast forwarding to
is Stockman getting hoed in this series like he did?
Please.
Broadcasted a story that said there were ninjas in New York, and the police discovered
niggas in New York
ninja star that was from the Turtles, and it had the Hamato clan symbol on it. So guess who was conveniently watching that newscast that day across the world in Japan? Shredder. He saw this shit and immediately thought in his head,
after 15 long years, Mr. Still Your Bitch finally decides to show his rat ass face. Prepare my private jet.
Roger, roger. So just
Roger.
off of a hunch that Splinter was alive, this nigga flew from Japan all the way to New York just to confirm his suspicion. So at first he sent Bradford and Zephyr to investigate, but they obviously failed. And I swear, bro,
I want to know how Shredder became. How did you get money in this timeline? That Chuck Norris?
He do like Chuck Norris.
In New York, and you come to me and tell
Did you have a warehouse in Tokyo where you stealing car radios?
Chuck Norris.
They giving kids cigarettes.
Laughing for, nigga. I should have left your black ass in prison where I found you, boy.
Are they gonna get turned to Bebop Rocksteady?
Anytime soon.
Please.
So now it is time for us to observe the first confrontation. Now, out of all the Shredders, this one is the smoke demon. He doesn't jump like Utrom, and he doesn't have bailout sorcery like
got one-on-one?
He's just gonna one-on-one dog walk your ass. So late one night, the turtles will celebrate their victory, thinking shit was sweet, until they heard this man yell in the distance.
Where is that rat?
Holy Jesus.
And this fight was just
I always love these turtle designs because it's a throwback to
These boys got
the
dog
shit I
walked.
grew up on.
Raphael came in first to immediately get shut down and kicked into this big ass.
Damn.
Electrocuting his ass. Then here come Donatello, sorry ass. Bro,
Shut the fuck up. He's not sorry.
He put it with a stick, bro. Not a gun. Not a gun either.
And then Michelangelo tried to chain him up, but he yanks the chain and kicks this man all the way off the roof. So then Leonardo came in, got thrown. Donatello tries to hit him, but his staff cracks in half.
Pause
He
it.
just looks
Pause
up
this
like-
shit. Pause this shit.
So he
I'm tired of the motherfucking disrespect. But no, but for real, if you was to actually rank the turtles and everything, overall and everything, how would you rank it?
Like childhood, it was always Mikey, Raphael, Leo, Donnie. As I got older, I started liking Raphael better than Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just as an overall.
I think-
you're tired of silly shit every now and then, man.
But I think like before the last Ronin, I can agree because before we know about the last Ronin and his character development, Ralph's character development probably has the best story between all the turtles.
Part of it was just him just wanting like to prove that he can be the fucking leader.
It's probably the most relatable. Like his thing is probably the most relatable and everything. Like even with the anger part and everything, but you know it's like that brother that feel as though this brother think he's better than me and everything, and I'm just like trying to.
Dad showing him all the love, like nigga, I can do this too.
Yeah, I'm out here, you know. Trying, so I can see that. Of course, I always rock with Donnie and everything, like you know, relatable to me.
Donnie I was going back to the 90s movie. All the turtles was doing shit. Donnie wasn't doing anything. They literally had nothing for him. He just hung out with Michelangelo. He was Michelangelo's side guy. Mikey had different jokes and different dialogue with April and stuff. Donnie had nothing. Raph had his shit getting mad. Leo is doing the leader shit. Donnie was just there.
Story.
Go back and watch that movie, y'all. Donatello is just there.
That sounds about what's the name. And then, but I'm going to fix the concoction or help this guy fix the concoction.
In the second movie, he helped the doctor start doing shit. He ain't do nothing on his own until the doctor showed up.
Yeah, I can see that. But
Nigga's
like
assistant. He's
maybe that's why I like
He's Mikey's
Donnie.
assistant in the first movie. He was the doctor's assistant in the second movie.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I like Donnie and everything. Like you know, you just they should have did more for you, bro. But nah, like you said, I'm with you with Ralph though. Ralph growing up and everything, realizing his story, what he was about, is more relatable to a lot of people. Like we love the silly shit from Mikey, but Ralph is probably the more relatable and everything.
That's why I like the parts of that 2007 movie where Raphael and Leo fought and then Raphael won.
One of the best fights. Like just the dialogue before the fight.
The YouTube people, let us know your turtle rankings and put Slash in first.
Wow, not Slash.
Well, it's better than Venus, so.
Ooh, nobody know Venus.
them into each other, then he speed blitzes them and diagnoses them with CTE. These boys
Why?
Why Tua?
slams him on the wall and told him,
Tell me what Splinter is and I promise I'll let you live long enough to watch him die.
but right before he was about to kill bro, he got distracted by mutated Zever and mutated Bradford, and he looked back over and they was out of there. They ain't waste no time to dip, and I ain't about to waste time either. Time to put them charges on that ass. Child abuse ×4, attempted murder ×4.
Mikey
assault
Last,
and
you had no
battery
childhood.
×4. And let me not forget,
Mikey is the
animal
innocence of the
abuse
team.
×4. Yep, Peter called and said we can't let that nigga get away with that shit no more. And just off of that's 16 charges, nigga. And he beat their ass so bad, he pulled a slate. He started beating their ass in their dreams. That CTE hit them like a train. So Shredder's main goal was to kill Splinter because he wanted this nigga in the dirt because he stole his bitch. And he was going to do it by any means necessary. Take for example, he sent his so-called daughter to beat the shit out of April O'Neil in a dark alley. I mean, dog, she put her on a wall and put her in a whole wall combo. Bitch could not
Damn.
She did not know her frame.
I think somebody's seriously giving April too much to do. For real, like.
Knocked out. child endangerment, my nigga.
It's not, nobody's watching turtle shit for April to be the fucking hero.
You are a news reporter. Stay news. Give us the news. Got left slump.
And then he kidnapped her just to lure Splinter out of hiding. So late one night, Splinter went to go save April just to see that it was a hologram. Because
got tricked, bro.
Shredder actually sold April O'Neil to the fucking Krang.
Lord have mercy.
Like, dog, this man just sold a child
human trafficking.
to a war-hungry
Yo.
alien race just to lure Splinter out so he could get his get back. So then this man started laughing in the background like,
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself, yeah.
so then they hit him with the right
Damn.
hook of death out of nowhere. So 15 years later, these boys are about to have the run back. So these boys start scrapping, and Shredder hits him with a mean electrical and God fist. But it got to the point in this fight where Splinter just asked him, nigga, what the f is wrong with you? You can't be this mad at me, your own brother, over a shorty. But this is when Shredder hit Splinter with the bombshell. He told him,
You took the baddest bitch I ever knew from me. So I took the only thing you had left. Your daughter, nigga.
Nigga.
this man Splinter was shook. He thought his daughter died in that house fire all those years ago. But as we know, she didn't. Shredder kidnapped her and raised her as his own daughter. So after Splinter heard this revelation, he couldn't do shit. The controller just
gave up.
Shredder just started whooping his ass. Hit him with another electrical
AFK.
fist. But with an inch of health left, Splinter finally
He
awoke
did
that
some
dog in him. That
plot.
would be in any man's heart if they ever fought another nigga that did some shit to him like this. He started whooping that big
Oh.
metal ass, beating that ass with that wing
What the hell
They
was
was
that?
scratching him at first.
across the room. So right when he was about to kill this man, Karai came in and stopped him. And it didn't take long. He looked at her once and he just instantly knew that was his daughter. And he just could not fight anymore. Now here is where we just see the damage Shredder has caused with his manipulation over the years. He told Karai,
Do you see that man, daughter? That is Hamato Yoshi, the man who killed your mother.
Wow.
Nigga serious?
sick bastard. That's all I could say. So she started snapping at Splinter. She told him, Daddy told me what you did to my mom, so I'm gonna kill your rat stinky ass. This motherfucker's just laughing behind me. Oh my God, he's
That's fucked up.
terrible. So she ran at him, and Splinter just left. He couldn't do this shit.
Nigga left.
Yelling at him like,
You're right. Oh shit.
Fight me, you fucking rat ass coward piece of shit. It is just a look.
It like she said that shit too.
Just the look of defeat. Your daughter has been manipulated all these years to hate you. I don't know about y'all, but I'd be sick to the bottom of my fucking
I just watched my guy get shot.
the Shredder trial.
All right.
God, this is racking him up.
Exhibit C.
We don't see. We ain't done
Ladies
yet.
and gentlemen, Exhibit C, the worst father of all time.
Damn.
Yep, I have dedicated an entire exhibit to explain to you why this man is one of the shittiest dads I've ever seen.
So now we get the shitty Shredder.
Worse than this nigga? Hell no.
What?
Shredder
Worse than Shadow?
I said no.
But the amount of abuse he
Higher.
makes
Whew.
his 15-year-old daughter go through will make you want to pick up the phone and call CPS in a heartbeat. So, example one. Now, we already know that he trained his daughter to be an assassin and do dirty work for him. And we know very well that Shredder does not tolerate failure. So one day she came back from a mission and she's just doing her regular routine, coming in and showing respect for her dad. Daddy, I have completed the mission. But Shredder told her,
Right. I heard you had the chance to kill one of them nigga turtles, if I'm not mistaken.
Not the nigga turtles.
Not the video we couldn't put out because YouTube copyrighted it.
Yeah, right.
Fuck. Their bodies are not in front of me right now.
they escaped, duh. So they kept on arguing. And it got to a point where Karai decided to be a smartass. While he kept on yelling at her about how she let them escape, she yapped back at this nigga and told him, they escaped from you, didn't they? And this nigga snapped. he yelled at her like,
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
so he came down and told her,
Next time you ever open your fat ass mouth like that again, I will close that shit permanently. You understand me, little girl?
I understand, father.
Now fuck up my face and go kill them greedy niggas.
Like, yo, terrible. Now add all that on to example 2, his selfishness. This man don't give a fuck about nothing else than killing Splinter, even over his daughter's priorities. Swear to God, she came in one day and told him, Dad, life is lifing right now, and I'm just not mentally here anymore.
Little girl, do you think I give a flying fuck
Period.
about your mental
Period.
right now? The
What a little
only
girl.
thing you need to be thinking
Blood make it stronger.
right now is that fat ass trifling rat. Now get the step in and make daddy proud.
Yes, father. Again, terrible nigga. Example 3, using his daughter as a test subject. So Shredder made a deal with the Krang to make him robotic foot soldiers. So guess who he decided to test them out on? Karai. He straight up had these niggas come in her room and jump her. And they did not hold back. They were programmed to kill her. So while she was fighting for her life, getting jumped by Terminators, one of them grabbed her and started crushing her wrist. And they was about to kill her. Until Shredder finally stopped them. So he walks in yapping like,
Looks like these robots are deadlier than expected.
so Karai was like, oh my God, I thought they were gonna kill me. But you wouldn't let them do that to me, right, Dad? And this nigga looked at her dead in the face and said,
You should be lucky the skills that I taught you over the years bailed you out.
Damn.
If not for my skills, we'd be having a funeral for you tomorrow.
CVS.
denying the truth. So over time, Karai did some digging, and she ended up figuring out that Splinter was her actual
Oh,
dad.
they just got this
Because
picture.
that photo that she always be looking at of her mom was ripped in half. And when she went to go see Splinter, he had the full photo of him and his wife.
Yeah, I think a creep in that photo.
So this basically
That is.
explained that the only photo that this man Shredder gave her was a picture that he ripped in half because Splinter was in it. Nah, bro, this is the pettiest nigga I have ever seen. Nigga said, oh yeah, I'll give you a picture of your mom, but first let me carefully cut this bitch ass nigga out of it. Oh my God. So she goes back to Shredder and she just straight up told him.
You're not my dad!
And he walked down and told her,
Damn, took you long enough. Tiger Claw, take
You finally found that shit out?
so this man just locked her up in a cell. So then the next day, he came back and said,
Karai, even though Splinter is your biological father, I am still your father at the end of the day because I simply couldn't let you be raised by that piece of shit rat. Hopefully one day you come to realize
All his bad shit against Karai, ain't even against the turtles.
bro, this
I
man
know.
really
Or the
tried to
city,
justify
niggas-
kidnapping her when she was a
This
baby.
man's just hating on his own daughter.
This is all parental.
In the head, it's insane. So a bit of time passed and she ended up escaping. And she decided, I'm gonna sneak this man. But Shredder was already 2 steps ahead of her. He had a
Damn.
whole decoy in his throne. But then he comes out the corner like,
little girl, did you really
This man used to
think that you
tingle
Felt that shit. Nigga ain't never wore that fit before in the chair.
to sneak niggas in the first place?
but Karai was not trying to hear that lecture. She threw a smoke bomb and instantly dived in. But she was just hitting air the entire time. This nigga
They beat the
Shredder
one that taught
truly
you all the
had
moves.
ultra instinct. So then she tries to stab him, but he catches the sword. Then he tells her,
Foolish child, I taught you everything I
Exactly.
know, nigga, so
There you
I
go.
know your every move.
so then he backhands her like my dad did when I said my first cuss word in front of her. Still to this day, I will never cuss in front of my parents. So then he pins her down, and it was over. All the lights turned on in the base, and he whooped her ass in front of the whole Foot Clan. So after beating her ass, he ended up doing one of the worst things any Shredder has ever done. And that leads us into example 5. He decided to hang her over a giant mutagen pit so he could use her as bait for Splinter and the Turtles. This was so absurd. Tiger Claw, his right-hand man, was like,
That's Tiger Claw just like Nathan Drake.
He doing.
crazy, not gonna lie.
Quiet, nigga. She will be
Nathan Drake with an
perfectly
iPad.
fine. Isn't that right, my precious honey bun?
So Splinter and the Turtles pull up, and Splinter and Shredder start having a child custody battle over Karai. This shit went from TMNT.
Eddie Guerrero versus
their letter match.
Fighting. Some foot bots end up wrapping up Splinter and pinning him down.
Where are the Turtles at?
Got the Hulk tie Splinter.
Leonardo tried to jump up and save Karai, but this man Shredder jumped up to try to hit him, but he hits the chain, and Karai gets dropped in a pit of mutagen. So she ended up getting turned into a mindless serpent, and Shredder's just looking at her like. So guess what's the first thing
I don't
this
turn that
bastard
movie.
does? He runs down to Splinter
Baxter.
and immediately starts blaming him, yelling at him, saying, "Hamato Yoshi, you did this!"
He was pointing blame.
Nigga, oh my God. This motherfucker is allergic to taking accountability. If we
Send some
look
females
at
out
the
there.
instant replay, we can clearly see your
He did it.
rollicking muscular ass hit the chain and drop your daughter in that pit of shit. And you start blaming Splinter. Okay, nigga. So I guess we just gonna blame him for everything now. We gonna blame him for taking your bitch, killing your ex, then dropping your daughter in a deadly pit of mutagen. But it's all Splinter's fault, right?
This motherfucker.
Unbelievable. But if you didn't think it could get worse than this, let's go into our final
God
example.
damn it.
You gotta kill somebody, bro. That's the only thing that's gonna be worse.
Brainwashing your daughter. So when he got Karai back, after finding her in the streets being a wild serpent, he decided, my daughter's been a little disobedient lately. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna brainwash her so I can control her. So that's what he did. He started putting mind control worms in her brain so he could control her every move and take away her free will. Lord have mercy. First ballot Hall of Famer. In the
He's up there with them.
Hall of Fame.
Where's Dad? Where's Goku? Now let me stop. Motherfuckers gonna start. Goku is not a bad father. He saved his father in a movie nobody cares about.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit D. Planetary devastation.
Wait for something that wasn't fucking
We are now
him be the
past
bad parent.
halfway point in this trial, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know this right now. Everything after this point is just completely.
I can see that shit in the city.
If you
It's like-
didn't already think so. Now, before we get to this man's planetary level feat, we have to go over some more horrific things this man has done. So our first case in Exhibit D is
Here we go.
mutilation spree. Now we already know he decided to turn his daughter into a flesh-eating snake hybrid, but Karai wasn't the only person he decided to mutate. Matter of fact, there's 3 others. And our first victim is somebody we all know very well.
Baxter.
Good old Baxter Stockman.
He look like David Ruffin.
Catch a break, it don't matter what iteration.
And I
it is.
refuse to
Variant
let
of this
you
motherfucker
go.
just gets violated. And this one is quite possibly his worst fate. So Stockman in this
I
universe
thought-
was
it felt
captured
like
by the foot because
it was
he
racist last time. Now I'm pretty sure.
decided to put his brain to use and basically make this man, well, quite literally, a slave. And if he f***ed up, well, he can just ask what happened to his 2003 counterpart.
Got multiple
So
gogs.
in obvious Baxter Stockman fashion, this man fails multiple times miserably. So Shredder had enough. He put a collar on him with mutagen vials attached to it. And if he pissed
Saw
him off
trap?
one more time,
That's
he would
fucked up.
set it off. So one fateful night, he walked up to bro and said,
You nappy-headed Smash Bros cut-ass nigga, what the fuck is this?
Master Shredder, this is my human concept. It could swim.
Is Ace Duck?
Even knows Taekwondo. Come on,
Never
man.
heard of Ace
You gotta
Duck?
see the vision.
No.
I only heard it was an old toy. I think he was in the 89 show.
And tells him,
You have failed me for the last time.
so he pulls out the trigger and is about to detonate it. So Stockman was begging for dear life, but Shredder didn't care. He clicked it. So the timer started going off, and this man started panicking, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So the timer stops beating, and Shredder just walks away. And Stockman thinks he has been spared, but that was far from what was about to happen. The vials burst all over him. Pause. But yeah, mutagen was all over his body. And Stockman's fate, this man got turned into a fly. Like, bro, what is this? Out of all the animals, a fly? Insane work, bro. Then Shredder came down saying,
Look at you now, you disgusting, nasty fuck. Now be a good little housefly. or I will slaughter your black ass
man.
and put
Not
your
the
guts on display. Now take some chocolate, fuck nigga.
Yes, Master Shredder. So after he made Stockman his
God.
first victim, he decided to mutate 2 more victims. And that was none other than Rocksteady and Bebop. Now, he decided to mutate them because A, they stole his helmet one day and tried to sell it on the black market, and B, they kidnapped
Shout out to
her
them.
when she was a mindless serpent and used her as ransom. These boys were just asking for a death sentence. So when they finally captured them, this man Shredder came up and he could have just killed them right here. But instead, he decided to be merciful. He said,
You niggas are going to amuse me. Throw them in the pit!
so first was Bebop, and in all honesty, he deserves it for rocking this whack-ass mohawk. Like, dog, what the hell is this?
It is honest trash.
Ain't nothing,
Yeah.
not even a hairline. So he gets thrown into the pit, and he starts tweaking out in there. Niggas started hitting the SIMP squash my pants. Then they smashed Rocksteady's big ass in there. And Shredder's just watching this with joy in his face right now. Look at this sick individual just loving every second of this shit. So when they came out, Bebop got turned into a ugly-ass warthog, and Rocksteady a fat-ass rhino. So they tried to
Don't ever show that rhino
they
again.
was obviously mad as hell. So first up was Bebop. Nigga came in spinning on some Michael Jackson shit. Just for Shredder to speed blitz this man and break his ribs. Nigga on his knees looking like he just ate 3 a.m. Taco Bell. Then floodgates is about to open. So then Rocksteady charges at this man, but he blocks it, grabs him by the horn, sweeps him, then rolls this fat ass rhino like a bowling ball. Nah, bro, this is actually insane. Y'all know how much rhinos weigh, right? Rocksteady is a white rhino. That motherfucker is at least 5,000 pounds. And he just casually rolled this nigga like a bowling ball. So yeah, after he mutated them, he then beat them into submission. And now they had to work for him for the rest of their lives. And with that, we wrap up our little mutilation case.
That's crazy.
Now, case 2 of Exhibit D, the 1v8. Now, Shredder has had multiple fights with the Turtles, and to be quite honest with you, the result of every fight is usually the same as always. Shredder beats the living dog crap out of them until they are on the brink of death and have to retreat. But this one, however, though, was a little bit more nastier than usual. Because instead of just fighting 4 turtles,
I hate that
this
slash
man
design.
got jumped by a total of 8 mutants and lived
Oh, this
to
was
tell
Slash?
the
Ew.
tale. Now,
Slash
this
and
is
love the
actually
head.
insane. First off, the other 4 mutants that are with the turtles are the mute animals. These 4 consist of Slash, an oversized turtle that is built like Bowser, Leatherhead, a ginormous mutant gator straight out of Florida, a telekinetic monkey,
Not the freezer.
pigeon nigga. I don't know what the fuck this is, to be honest with you. But them and the turtles had this man Shredder surrounded. So logically thinking, you see this and you're like, oh my God, it's over for Shredder. This man's about to get jumped. No, quite the opposite exactly. This man started laying hands on all 8 of these
God
niggas.
damn.
Did you just see what he just did to that fat ass gator? He picked up this 1,000-pound gator and just slammed him. This man is a Florida man. He just look at him. He hasn't even moved from the same spot. Pause and replay. He
What he
just
grab?
grabbed
With the pigeon man.
Nigga pigeon out of the air, attack. While still getting jumped and surviving psychic attacks. So he starts laying the feet and the hands on their ass. Replay again. Look at what he just did to Caesar. Nigga whipped his leg back, had this nigga in the spinal position, and his eyes are popping out of his sockets right now. Then throws this curious.
Turtles just grab everybody. Help, y'all want to help fight?
So right after that, the
You
heavyweight
bum ass
turtles
niggas.
sneak 'em, but Shredder hit these boys with the shing, shing, shing. Sent these boys packing. But wait, make some room because here comes nigga
Damn.
vision. I don't even know where bro came from. He just flew out of nowhere. So while Shredder continued to fight Leonardo,
Hey.
Pigeon dude like he like a Fortnite
He
skins.
do.
this man has not moved away from this circle once. He is knocking both of them
Yes,
out.
stand his
and
ground.
This man just won a 1v8 with relative ease. He didn't even break a sweat. And he didn't move from the circle once. Like, that is insane.
Nobody grabbed his ankles and bit
The
him.
reason they all ended up living after this is because a statue fell on them. And you best believe they was out of there. It may have been a 1v8, but this was a losing battle. So when they finally got Shredder out of the rubble, this man just stood there for a second just to charge up his scream. And then he just let it all out. This man was pissed. The nigga turtles got bailed out once again. Anyways, charge-wise,
One of them definitely look like Jadakiss.
attempted murders, along with the child abuse and the animal abuse. Like, good God, bro. This man is having a historic roundtable run. So now we get to the point where this man put the entire planet at risk multiple times. And we started off with case 3, helping the Krang invade Earth. So Shredder had a mutual alliance with the Krang, and they had a very great business.
So Shredder's just the main villain throughout the entire show? You know, usually they switch villains out.
Yeah, I guess he worked with the Krang and everything too.
Mutually hating the Turtles. They had a very great working relationship. So one day, the Krang came to Shredder with a proposal. They proposed that you help us take over New York and the world. And in return,
I think all this shit just happened in a span of like 10 episodes.
Just
Shredder's going nuts.
So Shredder decided to take the deal. Because A, this nigga does not give a about humanity. I mean, he literally could not care less. And B, they made him another offer that he couldn't refuse. They were gonna bring him Splinter. So when he heard this, he jumped out his seat with joy. He was like,
oh yeah, go on ahead. Fuck up this whole damn planet. I don't give
Fuck this planet.
Just bring me that ugly ass rock.
So exactly one day later, the Krang invade Earth. They are fucking up everything. It is literally doomsday out here. The Krang Prime is out here squirting on niggas' paws.
That was crazy. Nah, that was nuts.
Trying to protect his little sister, trying to get to safety, and he ends up running
You're
into
right,
Shredder,
it's his
this
Shredder.
ore farming. That kid looked at him
That
for
is
2
nuts.
seconds and dipped out of there. Little nigga felt that aura and his fight or flight senses kicked in. So after this man put the whole city on fire and mean mugged this kid, he caught this man Leonardo lacking so hard. Leo was just out in the streets.
No.
Out and about, huh?
He ended up running into Shredder.
No, Leo,
Ready to
no.
jump this nigga. So Shredder said,
Boys, cook that nigga.
so they start jumping and stomping Leonardo out. So bro tried to fight.
Why not Leo?
But Shredder just teleports right behind him. And Leonardo knew, you could see from his face. He's behind me.
I'm about to get fucked up.
Hi, how are you?
So after jumping Leonardo and sending him to the Shadow Room, he ends up encountering Splinter. So Splinter straight up told him, where is my son? And Shredder told him exactly.
Oh, I just
Pick
took
that nigga up off the floor.
like your daughter.
And then
Damn.
Shredder starts laughing. This is a sick nigga, dog. He will not stop until he takes everything from this man. So Shredder starts beating the life out of him, throwing him into forklifts, and multiple steel pipes just drop.
Splinter's a bitch, bro.
Shredder walks up.
All this shit happening because you won't step up.
That is so disrespectful, bro.
Like, bro, he want you. That's it. All this shit to stop you, just step up.
So he pulls out the blade, and he's like,
This is for taking my bitch, you thieving, conniving motherfucker.
but Leatherhead comes out of nowhere.
Leatherhead,
straight out of
man.
Orlando, and starts biting and chomping on this
Oh
man.
my god.
Let me get a roll.
Throws him in the rafters. So you gotta think, no way anybody survives that. Bro literally got ate. Like he was feasting on him. But Leatherhead must have forgot from that last encounter they had that this man Shredder is a certified Floridian. He came up and started whooping this gator's ass. Then he just started beating his
My
side.
god, man.
Leatherhead started crying.
Give a gator
Just
body work.
outrageous. Then he
God.
runs this gator at full speed and drop kicks him, sending this 1,000-pound gator back to the sewers. Bro said you should have stayed your ass in Florida, nigga. So after that happened,
Jeez.
Splinter ended up getting a rage boost. And
You got mad over
Shredder
Leatherhead, bro?
spears him, and they start falling down to the sewers. So
We
when
go
they
to the
fell in
sewers.
The turtles and everybody ended up seeing this, but they were blocked off, so they couldn't help at all. And Shredder was excited. He said,
Yeah, watch closely, kids. Pay attention to how your daddy dies.
Shredder was enjoying every second
No,
beating this man. in front of his
man.
face. So then he threw some smoke in his face. And he jumps up and tries to kill him. But Splinter ends up using his ult, and he ends up getting a critical hit on this man. Sent this man packing into
Critical
a wall.
damage.
So Splinter thought it was over. And it was for him. Shredder smacks this man upside the head, knocking him on the ground, then started beating him to death. This was so brutal. They didn't even
Damn.
show it. Then he picked up his body, walked over to the water, and threw his body in and flushed him down the toilet. In front of his
Why, dog? Why?
and he just looked at him
The
like,
hell?
"You're next," and left. So the repercussions after this.
The turtles just stood there. Y'all didn't even try to find another way to
New
get
York
around.
got
Nope.
completely taken over.
We cut off.
Bitch ass.
Because of this man. Second, Leonardo became a vegetable after they jumped, And
What's going on?
Leo, what the hell? Okay, I want to know how this.
Shredder's body. And this man wasn't.
Why these draws?
He was in a feral state. Shredder beat him so hard he broke his mind. So he decided, you know what? Instead of killing you, I'm gonna lock you up in a cage.
Put this man in a cage with a fucking wheel.
And then I'm gonna restore your mind at the last minute before I kill you, so you can know that it was me. This man is a sick
Diabolical.
individual. This is
Diabolical, bro.
I have to tip my hat to it because this is ridiculous. But that was only the first time. This man put
First?
Thomas left his bucket. It's only halfway done.
the moment that made him a top 5 hater of all time.
Yeah, this shit is a straight hate.
Destroying Earth. So some time passes after the Krang invasion, and the Triceraton race decides
Fucking
to
Triceratops. Triceratops is really when I tune out of a series. For some reason, every time a series introduced Triceratons, I'm done. I'm done. That's why I stopped watching 2003. Like I'm done.
Triceratops, get the fuck out of my face.
Start sending turtles to space and shit. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. He said Triceratops, nope.
Temporary alliance, so they all don't die.
They could probably have cool background stories. I'm out at that point. Keep it in New York.
Shredder was murdering these niggas, quite literally. So they all end up getting to Central Park, and there is a massive battle just going on right now. And they have to hurry because a bomb is about to go off. They got about a good minute left. So Splinter ends up taking off to try to defuse it. But Shredder looked over and saw the time, and he was like, he's not gonna make it. So guess what Shredder does?
No.
He takes off right behind him. And when Splinter reaches for the bomb, he stabs this man in the back.
Damn.
Dooming the planet. Oh my God. So
They made it again.
bomb ends up going off.
Double time that shit.
So Tiger Claw was like, nigga, what the fuck have you done? And all Shredder said was, Hamato Yoshi is dead.
Fuck him.
Could not give a fuck about this planet. All
That's
y'all
crazy.
niggas can die because I'm dying
Mission accomplished.
at peace. Elite hating. This man just destroyed the earth, killing billions and sacrificing himself just so his op could die. And the earth got sucked up in a black hole and went kaboom.
Hey, yo, nah. That's crazy. That's nuts.
How many people are in the world?
Yeah.
This man just caught 8 billion bodies.
So how do we...
Round table Black Air Force Hall of Fame. Now, luckily for these niggas, they got bailed out because good old Dr. Honeycutt came down and helped them reverse things, even though that timeline and version of Earth is just straight up cooked. But in the reverse timeline, Splinter caught Shredder trying to sneak him. The bomb got defused and Shredder got his ass whooped. Splinter cooked this man out of rage, hitting all of his vital points, bringing him to his knees, then walked up to him and finished him off. Shredder was done. Splinter left this man on the brink of death,
Splinter.
paralyzed, and it was a mercy that he didn't kill him after what he did. But unfortunately for Splinter, him sparing Shredder right here was the biggest mistake he could have ever made.
Oh,
Because
shit.
This could have prevented what was about to happen.
Super Shredder?
The Shredder Trials. Exhibit E.
Destroying Earth is
Ladies
fucking
and
crazy.
gentlemen, we have reached the end. The final exhibit of the Shredder Trials.
And this
There
one
is
seems like it's
no
gonna be a
way to
motherfucker.
end Than with the most unhinged, monstrous, mentally unstable version of this nigga. His final form. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Shredder. So after Shredder lost to Splinter, after destroying Earth and ruining a whole timeline, he was on the brink of death. Splinter beat his ass so bad he put that nigga on life support. And his mental state is the worst it's ever been. The nigga was already delusional, but now he's literally mentally ill. So he told Baxter Stockman, "Shoot me up with mutagen." So Stockman's ass was like, Master Shredder, buzz. I don't know about that one.
Get that man mutagen.
And told him, do it or I'ma rip off your fucking head, nigga. Oh, yes, master. So Stockman shot this man up with all the mutagen they had, and he started transforming into a monster. Nigga grew Wolverine claws and had blades coming out his whole body. And look how he just bitch slaps Baxter Stockman for the fuck of it. And this man fully transformed into the Super Shredder. This was a living nightmare. This man was already strong as hell as a regular human, and you gave this nigga powers? Good God. Everybody was fucked. So Super Shredder's first order of business was to deal with his daughter because she took over the foot.
Why?
On the foot. You just hear this
Not a
man
snake no more?
walking. Doom, doom, doom. With them ugly ass, nasty ass, size 25 ass feet. Nigga had the whole room shook when he entered. And here comes this mentally ill nigga talking
Who's
about
which bitch?
My daughter, I did this for you. To kill that rat that killed your mother.
But she was not having
Nigga,
that.
you
She
still
said,
pushing this narrative?
You gross. Back the fuck away from me. So she sends the foot ninja at him, but they got washed, thrown around like rag dolls. So Karai and Shinigami try to attack this man.
Her name is Shinigami.
Across the room, and my God,
Shout out
what
to,
happened Ogre
Death
right
Note.
here is a travesty. She tried to be saucy and shit, using these bastards camouflage and flipping and shit. So she kicks this man twice in the head, no reaction, then pulls out her knives and slices him through the heart. But then she realized, oh my God, I forgot to sharpen these bitches.
Damn.
So after she took a hammer fist to the dome, he's about to step on Shorty with them long ass, unclipped ass toenails. But Karai jumps on him with her snake form.
She
but
just
he
turned
gives
snake
her a right hook,
whenever, huh?
chokes her, then slams her on the ground repeatedly till she was unconscious. And with that, y'all already know what we about to do. Hit that nigga with assault, child abuse, attempted murder, everything, nigga, fuck. You still consider her your daughter and you just gonna beat her like that? God damn, you didn't have to pick her up and slam
It's just
her
called
on the
discipline.
ground 3 times, nigga. And then you gave her best friend the nastiest concussion I've ever seen. Shorty gonna have a case of CTE that's never been seen before. So after he beat the hell out of them and took Karai hostage,
That's not
the Turtles
cool.
pulled up in they raggedy ass whip and they saw Shredder and they were shook. So they tried to ram bro, but Shredder picked up the car and threw that bitch across the block. Yep, hell nah, bro. Me personally,
you gotta go.
I'm skipping town. If I see a nigga that just picked up a 4,000-pound car that was speeding down the road
Who's
at
driving?
least 60 miles an hour and throw
Was
that
Donnie
bitch
driving?
to the side, I'm out.
Don't put
after
Donnie in this.
Shredder decided to use Karaya's
I know they showed it. I
to
wasn't
get
paying
Splinter
attention
to come out
that
of
much.
hiding. So later on, when they went after Shredder in the sewers, they
got
ended
pictures
up
of
seeing
his
some
family
the
there.
most disturbing things ever. Shredder had pictures laid out. And he just started talking in the background saying,
Gaze upon these pictures, rat. Of all the things you've taken from me, you took my bitch. You stole my daughter.
like this nigga was mentally disturbed. They got to the second floor and it got worse. More pictures everywhere. This shit looked like a Silent Hill level. All the pictures just being lit on fire. So Splinter
The
kept
eyes
on running
crossed
through
out
this
and shit.
maze till he finally found Karai as she was hanging from the fucking roof. So then Shredder
Daddy!
just started walking down the tunnel and Splinter was shook. He saw bro up close and he was terrified. Looking at him like, oh my God, he did all this just to kill me? So Splinter started swinging, but to no avail. This man didn't move an inch. And just off this interaction, you knew how this fight was gonna go. Shredder punches this man into a wall. Then while he's out of breath, he just curb stomps.
Damn.
And you knew that shit was brutal because the screen cut to black. You only saw an impact frame. And it just got worse from here. Splinter tried to jump up, but got grabbed and threw this man like Hulk did to Loki, ragdolling him. Karai couldn't even look at this shit. This was a beating of the century. So Splinter
Daddy!
started running for his life.
That's what you hear. Daddy!
Going deeper and deeper
So you
into
left.
the
He
sewer.
beat you up in your old house,
Shredder
bro.
was just tracking him down. So when they got down to this one part that looked like an arena out of a fighting game, Splinter tried to come out and sneak him, but he got grabbed, slammed into a wall, then ate another right hook. And it gets even more brutal. Niggas started throwing him, bouncing him off of walls, then carrying
catching him
to slam
pillar
him
to
into
post.
another wall.
Oh,
And
God.
This fight was all but over. Shredder was about to kill Splinter for a second time, but his arm started tweaking out
What?
because of the mutagen. But even though his arm was having a seizure,
Nigga got
it didn't
bailed out
stop.
by a plot.
Man still threw
That's
him
crazy.
and shatters his ankles
Oh!
with his 25 ass feet. So with all hope lost, Splinter decided to protect my family. I'm gonna have to sacrifice myself.
Now you want to do that.
Kunai at some conveniently placed bombs, and they both fall down into a seamlessly never-ending pit. So while they're free falling, they're still throwing hands. Splinter's throwing rights while Shredder's dragging them down a pillar. They was going so crazy, Splinter might Tyson that nigga.
Oh.
You know what niggas scared when they start biting motherfuckers.
Yep,
But Shredder
exactly.
ends up hitting a steel beam, and Splinter keeps on falling, and he hits the steel beam on the back of his head. And then he hit another.
How far is this?
Then he hit another.
Where did he get this? What's the name from?
This is in the sewer somehow.
This is insane. But that man was walking no time soon. His leg was shattered, turned into a straight spaghetti noodle. And Shredder, yeah, he climbed out of the pit. Not surprising at all. But Shredder was not done beating on these niggas. Because later on the surface, you just see Leonardo go flying into a car while Shredder's just walking up trying to kill this man. So he grabs him and tries to squeeze the life out of him. But April and Karai come in and save this man, thinking that they could hold this man back. But they ended up realizing that this man Shredder don't give a damn if you man, woman, reptile, or rat. He's still gonna beat your ass regardless. So April threw a hot dog stand at this nigga with her force abilities. But this was just crazy.
Yo, all right, I'm lost. Nah, that's the fuck she get, but I'm lost.
Well, I said April did some hero shit in the comics, so I'll accept it. I'll do something with her.
Oh my goodness. So they keep on fighting. Karai stabs him in the neck, but she ends up getting backhanded, and he kicks April and sends her rolling. But she uses the force again, pushes that man back, and lo and behold, guess who came to join the fight? So with the help of Truck Coon,
was Casey Jones not in this series at all?
He is.
Blew up the block. But soon they realized.
Guess he stayed out of Shredder's way.
No ordinary menace. Bro ate that shit. This man just ate a full-powered attack from Truck Coon. Then he decided to pick it up and throw that hoe at him. Karai was lucky as hell April had this force shit, because her little ass would have been squashed. But you
This
know
power
who
sees
did get
OP
squashed?
April.
Leonardo. Bro ran at him at full speed trying to recover.
Kick him.
Jumps up, Superman punch, slams him on the ground, and is about to kill him. But here come Karai trying to plead and get through to this man. And then here comes Shredder ugly like,
Daughter, please, I didn't mean to hurt you. Please call me father.
but she looked at this man dead in the face and told him.
You're not my dad!
Damn.
So Shredder was cooked. She punched this man in the heart, physically and mentally. So he had to retreat because he knew his
The heart does
emotions
survive
would
being
get the
stabbed
best
with a
of him.
knife.
And after that whole
This
sequence,
tiger coming with a
I
gun.
don't know how many cases of attempted murder and assault. This shit is not countable anymore, along with the child abuse and the animal abuse. Like, damn. So when Shredder got back to base, this man started fiending for more mutagen. He told Stockman,
Hey nigga, I need some more of that good shit.
even Tiger Claw tried to stop him, but he punched him across the room and slammed Stockman's head and said,
Shoot me up with that good shit.
He's a whole fiend now.
so Shredder shot more mutagen into him.
He's a whole fiend now, man.
And with doing that, Shredder lost all emotional attachments. He did not care for Karai anymore. In all actuality, the nigga actually woke up from his delusional last dream. Nigga finally realized, damn, that ain't my daughter. That's my biggest ops daughter. So shit, I might as well just go kill the bitch. And that's what he decided to do. All his weaknesses were gone. So later on, he finds Karai's hideout. That's got multiple mutants in there. And he busts down the
Shit, she got Pigeon Man with her.
Leatherhead tried to tackle him. He boots his big ass gate.
Oh.
Slashes his kick to the side.
More Pigeon Man.
Monkey Man comes in from the top rope, but gets rocked. Oh, shit. Then Slash and Leatherhead just start getting their ass beat. Nigga hit a whole combo on this fat ass gator, then threw him into a whole PC setup, and the whole thing just caught on fire. That's how you know that PC was a straight toaster. And after he set the place on fire, he
All
straight
Pigeon
up
Man wasn't
told
there. He
Karai,
learned his lesson. Pretty good. Nope, I'm out.
and this man held nothing back at all. She was having to fight for her life. She even told them, yo, we're all gonna die in this fire if you don't stop. But this is when we knew this man had no more attachments. He told her,
It is fitting that you die in a fire, just like your mother.
Damn,
he
cuz.
didn't even care about Tang Shin no more. He straight up acknowledges now.
Damn,
"Yo, I killed that
cuz.
bitch, and I'm about to do the same to you. So with all her rage, she tried to stab this man in the heart, but the sword broke. And just by this face, she knew she was about to see her mama, Shredder, electric when God fists her ass off of the second floor. And then she also had debris of the building landing on her. She was cooked, and Shredder looked at her lifeless body and walked away, leaving her to burn alive.
Shredder just don't finish jobs, I see.
Yeah, that's
He
arson,
don't.
attempted murder, assault,
He's supposed to
animal abuse.
stab up.
He got ample opportunity to kill everybody that he's been going after, just walks away.
1v5 and wiped the whole team. So after this, Karai had to go to the hospital. I'm surprised her ass ain't died. But I mean, shit, I guess it's kind of impressive. You survived a Shoryuken from a 500-pound nigga with
That's
some muscle.
crazy.
Even though her neck broke as fuck, at least you get to live another day. But after this, Splinter said enough is enough. I'm killing this nigga tonight. So later that night on top of this skyscraper, Splinter and a team that consisted of Raphael, April, Slash, and Casey's sorry ass decided to confront Shredder.
Casey's sorry ass.
Waited on top of this building until
Why he looks-
appeared.
They say that Casey's a goofball in this series.
So the final showdown
Meaningless.
between Rat and Super Nigga began, and both these men knew tonight one of us is not leaving this rooftop alive. So they get to squabbling, and Shredder's already sitting in both flying. And look at him, he's crawling for dear life, trying to not get squashed, but he gets grabbed, got flung in the air, then gets his spine shattered. So then here comes Slash, oversized ass, coming to get his ass whooped again, just to get twirled around, then throws this obese turtle into this sign. Bro really hit him with the Mario 64.
Definitely did.
So long, gay Bowser.
There's gotta be a reference because Bro looks like Bowser's fat ass. So then here comes Raphael with a Tatsumaki Senpuka.
Okay.
This did nothing but just piss him off. He jumped on this man's back and started stabbing him, while Casey was hitting him with drive-bys. But he slams him off of him and pounds his face in. Nigga started beating his shit like y'all nasty niggas when y'all saw Sue Storm. So he pushed Raphael across the building.
That's crazy.
He ends up hitting Casey, and he started flying off the building. That man started falling 30 floors. So then here come April, mad as shit. And wait a minute, stop. That hair.
What's this incredible
I've seen you
shit?
somewhere before.
Exactly.
How you call that shit?
So the reincarnation of Syndrome started throwing debris at him. But Syndrome in this universe was still sorry as hell. Bro got crushed in one hit. You should have listened to Mr. Incredible all those years when he told you, go home, kid. Because you still sorry as hell. So with everybody cooked, it was all up to Splinter. So Splinter entered a flow state and started cooking. He pushed Bro back and gave him this crazy midair 6-kick combo. Then ended up cutting off both of his claws in succession. And he actually brought Super Shredder to his knees. But sadly for Splinter, this was the beginning of the end. When he walked up to deliver the final blow, Shredder smacks this man upright, bounces him like a basketball, then he
Combo.
runs up to him, then grabs his face and starts beating
God.
the out of him, throwing him like a frisbee and shit. This was terrible. So while Splinter was just down and out, and Shredder started running towards him, he had one little trick left up his sleeve. He had a little rope in his sword that he used to trip Shredder up and make him glide and fall off the building. So Raphael
Sorry,
and them was
it-
happy as shit, thinking that they beat
He
Shredder.
cannot be over
But
like that.
Dear
No.
God, the worst was yet to come.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Stab this nigga.
Oh.
Does this one count?
And Shredder could
This one
finally
permanent?
say, for the second time and permanently,
Yoshi is dead.
throws this man's corpse off the building, falling all the way from the top
Falling,
and down.
head over heels, I'm falling. In love with you, darling.
So I guess second
Can't
time
get
the
up,
charm,
don't
because
wanna get
Splinter
up.
was dead. No coming back to life this time. Shredder.
No, that with the Dragon Ball
He
Z.
completed his lifelong crusade of hatred and killed the man he hated the most, his own brother. All over a bitch. Oh my God! You killed your brother
Over Shorty,
Not
man.
once, but twice. This is a type of hatred I've never seen before.
Hating over a bitch that you never laid with is fucking crazy.
That's
And
nuts.
you know what's
Crazy.
crazy? Karai didn't even get to go to the funeral because her ass was in a coma.
She's still in the coma?
Tear the whole family apart
God damn.
over some damn coochie. Lord have mercy, my brothers. We must stay focused. We must stay focused. So after this tragedy, the turtle said, nah, This nigga gotta die. We inheriting the beef. So they dressed up in all black for this.
Oh shit.
Because they was about to slide on his ass. So later that day, they arrived at Shredder's crib, and he was waiting for these boys. This nigga was standing on top of the roof with a Molotov just ore farming. So he lit his $2.5 million mansion on fire just so they could all get on the roof. This man is sacrificing literally anything and everything to end their bloodline. First his body, and now his crib. So the final battle started, and they was jumping Shredder in perfect sync. But even though they were masters of jump jitsu, it still didn't work. Shredder was still beating them like they stole something. This man kicked Michelangelo so hard.
Damn.
Swung his body like 6 times. Then after this, he full sends him across the roof. So at this point, Shredder
that man scared.
First he goes after Donatello. Sweet chin music's his smart ass.
Exactly. Fuck all this fighting shit, bro. I'll bring the gun out.
Next was Mikey. And you cannot tell me this man is not taking this seriously.
I clap this nigga, yo.
Emoting, doing his little dancey dance. So he came down, but Shredder just dodged it, grabbed his nunchucks,
God.
and punching him out the arena. Mikey got fucking clobbered. So Leonardo and Raphael were the last two standing, and this evisceration just didn't stop. Look at what he just did to Raphael.
Oh.
He just casually grabbed this man, then flipped like a...
That's what's the name flip? What game is that? To do that flip.
This is just nasty work.
That's my man Sodom from Alpha. Flip that nigga.
This nigga is a fucking menace. He started whooping this nigga, slamming him through walls.
That terrifies me hearing that shit, bro.
It definitely terrible.
Until he broke this man's neck. He just looking at his hunched over body like,
You got stabbed after that. I ain't listen. You ain't dead as I say you dead.
But even though Raphael turned
He's
into
just
the
standing there,
reincarnation of King Von for a second, that man still got up and said, "Get off my property." That man told Satan's greatest soldier, "Stay your ass in hell, nigga." So the last man standing was, of course, Leonardo. So Shredder continues his onslaught and proceeds to beat this man to death. That man Leonardo was fighting for any ounce of plot armor he could get because his ass was about to see God. So he ends up breaking his arm and full sends him about 20 yards. And this looks like the end for the Ninja Turtles. Shredder walked up to his body and said, "This is
Where's Karai? She gonna wake up out the coma?
But that last bit of plot armor kicked in for Leonardo. He ends up seeing Splinter's Force Ghost, and Splinter told him, "My son,
Yoda.
I swear to God,
Oh my
if
God.
you do not kill this nigga, I cannot rest in peace. Wake up, my son. Kill this hating ass nigga." So Leonardo tapped into the Avatar state, and he done officially inherited the beef. He got Splinter spirit in him now. So he starts going crazy and puts Shredder in a whole blender. So then he picked back up his sword. And with all his rage and his hatred passed down from his daddy to him, he ended the cycle. Leonardo decapitated this man. And after he decapitated, bro, Leonardo walked back over to everybody with his head, displayed it, and drops this man's head on the ground, finally putting an end to the Shredder.
What in the shit? How do you go to this?
Now hold on there. You thought this was over, didn't you? You thought we was gonna glaze the nigga in the trial and get ready for the next video. No, nigga, we're not done. There is something that this man did that cannot be ignored. And that is why we are having a special exhibit. Exhibit S.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So Shredder decided to
Shredder was holding his fucking own in this movie.
Chose to expand his operations in is none other than like the most dangerous city of all time, Gotham. And I mean, why not? It's fucking open season over there. I mean, criminals break out of Arkham every day because the security's just ass.
Yeah, I would not be working at Arkham.
It happens
Ever.
every Saturday. These niggas gotta be blind or something. But even though this police force is hot garbage, if you are a criminal here, there is one man that you will fear. And that is none other than a rich man in a
Break your arms and make you pay medical bills.
Batman was getting jumped by a bunch of foot ninja, but by nobody.
Yeah, show that
surprised,
Shredder
these
intro.
boys are light work for this man.
Let us
Just
drop in.
another day in the office for Gotham's greatest detective. So after he finishes whooping every single one of their asses, he picks up this one foot ninja and starts interrogating them like, "Who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you in my city?" But right when the foot ninja started speaking, he catches a shuriken to the dome, and it was by none other than Shredder. This man was not playing around. He said, "Snitches get stitches." I mean, you already know the nigga does not.
I
like
hate
rats,
that
so why
commercial.
would you decide to be a rat? So Batman tried to get him down with his grappling gun, but Shredder just turned around and just cut that junk off. So he decides to drop down to the ground because he's already made his decision to run the hands. And he wanted this too. He said,
I know who you are, Bat. Do you know what this will do for my legacy if I beat your ass. So me versus you, one-on-one, no prep time, nigga.
So Shredder threw a
That's
smoke
right.
bomb and the battle for the best hand throw on the planet began. So Shredder comes in swinging, but Batman activates that Ultra Instinct. But Shredder does a good flip move, knee to the torso, and he got that man Batman staggered. Then he grabs my goat and throws him across the room. And that man Batman was shook. He was like, holy shit, I ain't never fought no nigga like this. This nigga ain't give me no.
This fight was fire.
So Batman pops up and throws a bunch of batarangs at him. But this is when Shredder showed that he was.
I like this
on another
movie until the
level.
end.
Bro
It kind of got
started
stupid.
punching
Just
through
dragged.
the batarangs. Batman couldn't even zone this man out. Nigga, what the fuck is
You start teaming up different
different
turtles with Batgirl and Robin and shit. It's like, all right, going on a little too long.
Then Batman grabs his head and slams it on the rail. So then this man Shredder was shook. He was thinking, God damn, this motherfucker just gave me at least stage 2 CTE. But Batman was not done with the counter game. Shredder gets
It was
up
fan
again,
service. It was. I hear the comics is better.
slammed on the ground. Then he gets up again, starts trying to run his offense.
Listen, I want to see Ninja Turtles versus in Naruto.
Master Bruce is reading that nigga.
They didn't finish that shit. Niggas was hyped when it was coming out. It was fucking silence.
It died. Yeah, it died out.
Control panel, but then he went in for the killing blow and missed. But then here go Batman's super strong ass. Nigga shatters his claws with his bare hands, then booted him off of him. Then he blocks his next strike, then shatters his other claw. So then he judo throws him, then knees this man's head into a control
That's
panel.
crazy.
Hit him so hard he indented his head into it. But Shredder was not about to get bitched like this. He gets up and lands a nice ass combo.
Body work.
Then shatters this man's throat. Jesus. There's no wonder Batman be talking like this after damn time. His trachea. So Batman kicks him off of him, and both these boys was cooked. They was putting it all on the line for their legacy. This
That's
was
what he
that
hit
once in a lifetime John Cena versus The Rock match. Braun versus Steph, Christmas Day. These niggas was leaving it all on the court. So Batman jumps down, and right when he jumped, this fight was over. Shredder started charging up the Sato Oshi strike, a legendary Foot Clan technique that will kill you on impact, and it is also deadly to the person that uses it. That's how you know this man Shredder was putting it all on the line. So he hits this man Batman dead in the chest, and it was over. This man's soul left his body, and he got flung into some steel pipes. And Batman, my goat, was cooked. Internal bleeding like crazy and knocked the out. Even Shredder was struggling to get up after using that attack. Now, obviously, Batman survived this attack. Because, I mean, let's be for real. This is the same nigga that dodged a
Exactly.
Omega
Fucking
beam,
Omega
but it
beams.
was all worth it to him. Because Shredder could say officially for his legacy, he beat Batman one-on-one with straight hands. The Shredder.
That was straight hands.
Yeah.
Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final spreadsheet of the 2012 Shredder. And all I gotta say
crazy.
is, damn. Just damn. Now, since this is the end of the Shredder trials, if I had to rank the 3 Shredders that we did, I would rank them as follows. Bronze medal, Tengu. Silver medal, Utrom. And first place goes to none other than the 2012 Shredder. And there is
Because he's a human. This ain't no
I would say he is
extra
the
shit.
purest of evil out of all of them. But the reason that I put the 2012 version over this man is because he's also pure evil, but the lengths of hatred he went to are insane. Trying to kill a man over a bitch, taking his daughter, killing your ex, killing your dad, annihilating your clan, raising and gaslighting the daughter to hate her actual father, then being one of the
said he
worst
didn't even mention
dads to
Cyber
ever
Shredder.
grace the planet. And speaking of the planet, sacrificing
Yeah,
it
fuck Cyber
and
Shredder.
yourself to kill the man you hated the most, then sacrificing your
He actually called a body, called buddy.
again. That is why I have put this man at the #1 spot. So congratulations to 2012 and Utrom, you have made the round table. Sorry, Tengu, but you didn't make the cut, nigga. Oh, so sad. Anyways, man, that concludes the Shredder trials. Now, I know this video was long as shit. So, if you made it this far, drop a like so I can see if people actually listen to me yap for like an hour. And yes, the elephant in the room, I know I was gone for like 3 months, my nigga. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
man.
So, to make up for that, 2 videos a month till the summer. I'm not saying a whole year yet because I gotta see if I can do this shit first. But I gotta
He said 2 videos a month to the summer.
He said, I gotta see if I can do this shit first.
Are you doing disrespectful shit? Hell, we are lit, baby.
If you do it, great. If you don't, hey, we break
We
promises all the time.
understand.
We break promises all the time when it comes to YouTube shit.
Yeah,
You gotta work at your own pace, baby. But like he said, he was yapping for an hour. I was yapping for a fucking hour.
Did it, bro. we respect it. We love it. And this is what it's about, man. We was kind of scared with this hour, but you kept us entertained for the whole hour. I hope you guys are entertained as well with all the commentary that was going on between us and CJ, man. Salute to you, brother. We'll see you guys next time. Anything?
No, I said I was yapping for an hour. I'm done.
Dude.